Hey everyone, welcome back to Crash Landing. This should be episode 4, I believe. And since last episode, been a little busy, just doing some mundane things. I went ahead and mined a little bit more cobblestone. I planted some other trees. I got some apple trees growing. Went ahead and grew a regular tree out here to get some string from. And been collecting a little bit of regular wood as well. Here, I went ahead and tried what it suggested in the quest book. Trying to put the faucet on and cast out ingots and such. I was wondering if it actually doubled it. It actually doesn't, so I'm not too worried about using that method right now. But I have been getting a little hungry, so I'm gonna try to work on getting some food up and running really quick but first I want to actually try to make this a little bit more efficient than what this is. So I'm gonna pick up the sieve. That can stay there. I'm actually gonna go ahead and grab 2 more chests. Oh, I've also went ahead and made a juicer, which is pretty easy. Just cook stone and a pressure plate on top of each other like that. We'll make a juicer. Combine the juicer and an apple, and it'll give you apple juice. So it's kind of what I've been using. Trying not to use it too much though. Another thing I want to do is grab this. Put the bucket of water in there. Thank you. That way I got a little bit of water. So I'm going to try to use the water to help automate this a little bit. That way I don't have to like stand here and look at it. Let's see. Debating on what I want to use for the material to build this. Let's see. Let's do this. That. Alright, so that's working. And next off, I'm gonna go ahead and, as you guys can see, I've already gotten some dust built up as well. So I'm gonna do that. We're gonna run this a little ways here, and then we'll put a hopper and chest. Let's just do the double chest. We'll add another chest later on. I was gonna use one of the chests on top of that, but this should be fine. So if I put the hopper there, going into this large chest. Put that there. Let's grab one of these. That should stop the flow of water and still allow me to open up my chest. So that's the plan. So put the bucket of water there. The items should make their way up into the water. It should be a little bit more efficient than what it was before. So let's take an eye at it. Let's see. I'll help it along a little bit. Alright, so there we go. Items making their way down the water and into the chest. Alright, cool. I am a little bit worried that it might pop out a little bit further out in all this stuff, but I'm going to try not to worry about that. Rice is growing rather slowly, so what I want to try to work on real quick is something to speed it up. The quest book said we could use a watering can, so that is what I'm going to make real quick. Since last episode as well, I've been filling this guy up with charcoal. This guy's been running pretty well, survivalist generator. I got another clone made, which is awesome, and our leadstone energy cell is slowly filling up. A little bit's better than nothing, right? That's the way I see it. And I've just been slowly grabbing the dirt that I can at the moment. So hopefully I can maybe automate this at some point too. I might even do that today. We'll see. Alright, so if I'm not mistaken, I need that. I'm going to need a bowl, if I remember correctly. One more piece of stone. There we go. So I'm hoping to use this quest to turn in and get me a little bit of different food. Alright, so we need to add a piece of bone meal there. Perfect. Nice. I wouldn't mind actually grabbing another bucket of water. And then I can use that to make an infinite water source. I know I already have 2 already, but I don't feel like moving them. I know, I'm lazy. That's alright. Sorry, I got a little bit of water ready to go. We'll do that for now. That should suffice. Alright, and watering can. So if I right-click this on a source block, we should now be able to grow things a little bit faster. There we go. See? Rice, and just right-click on it, and it should pop into your inventory. So I want to get How much more of this do I need? I need 3 plus another 6. So I need 9 more pieces of wheat. Or not wheat, rice. Whoops, my bad. Another thing I want to try to do today is I want to try to get automation of cobblestone up and running. I think I should be able to get that going. Hopefully. I'm hoping. I'm not seeing anything fall out into the open, so I'm guessing this should be working fine for now. I kind of want to fill this in as well. And that was my bad for standing there. Oops, no, no! Thought I right-clicked on that. Darn it. Stop giving me stuff. I don't want it. Jeez. Alright, well, I guess I know I needed this other bucket of water. There we go. Yeah, see, it's losing power. That's alright. Well, I'll get another bucket later, I guess. I need to start getting something to eat because I am getting a little slow. So I need to quit drinking all of that. I need to go sleep. There we go. You guys flow down in there. And I definitely need to get some food. Alright, sun's going down. I'm going to sleep. Come on, let me sleep now. Where's my... I might go ahead and make the rest of the zombie jerky for food in a minute, if I absolutely need it. So let's just grab a little bit of that. Get our watering can back out. Alright, yeah, I'll not be lazy and not waste those. Alright, let me go ahead and finish this real quick. Because this is one of the things I'm wanting to do. I don't know how long this is going to take. This should be rather quick. Right, at least it should grow a little bit faster. I needed 9 more pieces. Alright, well, I'm going to do this real quick. I'm going to just water this real fast, guys. And as soon as I get 9 more pieces, I will be right back. Alright, guys, and I'm back. I went ahead and used some of the bone meal that was in that chest there. It was taking way too long. Alright, so we just needed 10 rice seeds, 10 pieces of rice. Submit. There we go. That is going to give us some toast, which is going to be, oh, that is going to be awesome. Some orange saplings, which would be nice. And I get to pick between cold water, cotton, coffee, or tea. You know, I like my coffee. Cotton I can get from string and stuff on the infested leaves. Cold water, we'll go with coffee. I like coffee. Coffee's good. Coffee is awesome. Alright, so orange sapling. I'm going to plant that guy right over here. So what do we got in space between here? 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, lost count there. Alright, so let's go ahead and grow that. Nice. Look at that. And that actually gives us jungle wood, too. That's cool. So if I use... I can actually, I think we can use the watering can on this. And I think that'll make it grow a little bit faster. I think. I thought. I thunk. I hate you. You made me into a liar. It might. It's just, it might seem a little bit slower. That's fine. I'll do it later. Alright. I'm going to try not to be lazy. Let's grab my water. He nerfed it. I thought I could. I was hoping I would, but we can't. That stinks. That's fine. That's fine. Perfectly. You stupid thing. I don't want it. There's a reason why I set you up. That is why. Alright, so we got a little bit of rice left, and we got, oh, some beautiful bread. So thankful for that. That gives me a decent amount. Alright, so nutritional value, eaten twice in the last 18 hunger. So I'm going to try to at least swap that out for something else. I'm going to take this orange. Drat, I thought I could. Use. Oh, we need to combine it with a jungle sapling. That is the reason why. That would be a good reason. So you're telling me, if I knock this tree down real quick, I could get me a couple orange trees. Would not be a bad idea to have something to alternate between. Alright, let's fill up that camel pack there real quick. And I don't have a crook on me. Alright, well, make a crafting table for out here. Come here, you. Sorry, oranges, but I want to get some jungle saplings. Yeah, there's one. I want to get at least 2. If it gave me more than that, oh, there we go. There's 2. If it gave me more than that, that would be kind of cool. Jungle wood trees are huge. If you grow them like 2 by 2. All right, that's not bad. I can live with that. Give me 5. I'm gonna at least try to make 2 of the oh, drat. All right, so there's 1. What? Wow, that was instant. I didn't even do anything. Okay, cool. All right, let's do 1 more. So let's grow another orange. I just put that down. I don't want to hold on to that right now. And we'll do that. Let's make 1 more. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll put you right there. You know, I'm not even gonna waste bone meal on that. He'll just grow. You saw how quick that other one grew. The other one grew right in front of my face. So I'm just gonna leave that as is for now. Pick up a little bit more dust here. And I'm gonna try to stand back from this so I don't get caught while I'm trying to put that in there. Perfect. Nice. Okay, so we got oranges, we got apples, we got a little bit of food coming in. Another tree. All right, put some of this stuff away. I don't need all this junk on me. All right, so cobble automation. I'm gonna try to get that up and running. Got a little bit of wood. We use that. Coffee seeds are awesome. Let's put that away. All right, so in order to do it, we're gonna need some, let's actually go ahead and use this. We're gonna need some glass. In order to get some glass, I need to take some of this cobblestone that I mined between episodes. Let's pick that up. Let's actually go ahead and fill this up. And I need to hit it with the stone hammer we made early on to pulverize it into gravel and then into sand. So that is going to be the plan. And did not mean to rhyme at all. All right, you know what, let's just do that. My water supply is getting a little low, so I do want to make sure I have a little bit of water. I need to automate that as soon as possible. Let's see. Or something of that sort. And let's go ahead and do this. So I'm thinking maybe just to do, I don't know what is up with that. I've been getting little stutters. Frame rate stutters. Hopefully it's not killing video or nothing. Alright, so this is turning the cobblestone into gravel. And then we're going to place the gravel down 1 more time, hit it with a hammer again, and that should knock it down into sand for us. Perfect. Thank you. Now I was looking, we cannot make grout. Grout for the Tinker's Smeltery. Let's see, where's it at? So there it is. So left click, R, nothing. There's no recipe for it, so it's a little unfortunate. That kind of stinks. But it'll be alright. We'll live through it. Alright, let's put that in there. I was also thinking about maybe making 1 more survivalist generator, kind of like doubling our power. Instead of like 5 RF per tank, that would make us 10. But this isn't doing too bad. That should be enough for... We should be getting close to be making another clone shortly. Now, I can't do it until this is gone or I make a shell storage, I believe is what it is. So I'll have to do that a little bit later on when I get the resources for that. Alright, I want to make an igneous extruder. Now, I know there's other ways of making it a little bit faster, but I kind of feel like doing it this way, so... I think it'd be a little bit... I don't know. I'm not going to say better, because I highly doubt it's better. Alright, let's just use sticks for now. Piston, wood, cobblestone, iron. I have a little bit of iron. Probably not going to be enough. So I'll have to cook that up in a minute. Alright, so what all am I going to need? I'm going to need redstone, wood. Probably going to need a few pieces of redstone. Alright, let's first make piston. Thank you. Alright, next I'm going to need a little bit of tin. So I should have plenty of the resources in here. Let's grab 8 of these guys. Another furnace would not be a bad idea. Considering we're also making cobble production. Let's go use that real quick. Grab you, put the iron in, let that start cooking up. Alright, what else am I going to need? So I got the tin. Alright, I am going to need to use the seared bricks. Unfortunately, I did get a couple of those from the quest not long ago. Alright, I'm actually going to use jungle wood to make my sticks. And we'll put that in there. Put that in there. Alright, good. We got that all taken care of. I need... Okay, never mind. I'm not doing it this way. I totally did not look at the machine frame recipe. And it's dark out. There are monsters nearby. I am probably gonna be screwed. Get out of here, zombie. There we go. That was my bad. I was not paying attention whatsoever. That's the first night I've had. Oh, potato! Ah! Ah! Stupid zombie, go away! Ah! Ooh! Ooh! Not the right way to go. Go this way. Ah! What the heck, nausea? That was a poisoned arrow. Sorry, I had to do it for the potato. Potato was totally worth it. Get out of here, zombies. Hey, Fred. Ooh! 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 Perfect. Yeah, I did remove the barrier on the top of the house. So that was probably a bad idea on my part. Alright, well, hey, at least I got a potato out of this. I'm gonna look at this as a positive thing. Alright, let's go and eat some bread. A little bit of bread. We'll make a few apple juices. So this is like 40%. That's not good. That's still 100%. Alright, we'll eat the zombie jerky instead. Because that's still at 100% nutrition for us. Wow, that was a little unfortunate. I wasn't paying attention to time. Crud. Alright, anyway. Igneous extruder. This isn't going to work, so... Because I need Invar. In order to get Invar... Can I make... more dust? How hard would it be to make this? Please tell me there's a baby zombie cannot get in there. Just to be safe, I'm going to do that. Those guys are going to chill out in my front yard, I guess, for a little bit. That's fine. My inventory is getting full. I need to cook the dirty water as well. Let's go ahead and cook that. Alright, so Invar. I need and Electrum. Why aren't you just a pain? I wonder if I can actually combine like Ex Nihilo stuff to get the blends. No. Drat. Otherwise I need to make a pulverizer. We do have extra utilities installed, don't we? And extra. Something I was doing in Aqualab, I was using transfer nodes to make cobble generators. Now it looks like stone chest. See, I got all of this down here. That's not a problem. Filter pipe. See, I can make that. I think I'll do that. All right. So that's just gonna require some cooking up of some stone. Where's my other bottle? There we go. There's my dirty water bottle. Pull that out. All right, let's get some stone cooking up. We'll get 3 pieces. That should be enough for that. And then I have that. I just need some redstone. Let's grab all that. I know I'm going to need an entire block of redstone as well. There we go. There's my other water bottle. All right, good. Let's go ahead and fill this guy up to get this all out of my inventory. There we go. We're good. Alright. Slowly but surely cooking up. Taking its time, I see. Alright, so we got the glass. The glass isn't the problem. We just need the stone. Come on. Oh, ow. Gosh, darn it, those stupid things. And I'm going to have to work on inventory sorting at some point. I'll probably try to do that between episodes. Alright, so 3 stone. There we go. There's that. I believe it was a redstone in the center, 2 glass beside that. Perfect. Alright, I need a chest. Don't need that anymore. Let's put some of the valuable stuff away. Yeah, cobble's definitely something I need at the moment. So, chest, stone. I need 2 more pieces of stone. You go there, there, that. What else? Redstone on the side of that. And stone beside that. Alright, perfect. And then all we got to do is get our bucket of lava and water, and we should be good to go. Phew. I'm actually a little nervous sitting in here, because if something actually manages to get inside here, I should probably move my sink clone from there, if I die, into here, away from the Protheum. That way I can close this off, and if I, you know, something happens out here, and I put like an emergency weapon in here or something like that. That way if I respawn, I won't instantly die like I did before, so would not be a bad idea. I'll work on that a little bit later. There we go. Transfer notes. There is a way for us to get cobble. Some cobble power up and running. Perfect. Alright, so we'll have that. Transfer pipes, and we want a lot of it, so let's make a barrel. Probably be a good idea. Do we have any slabs? No, I cooked all those, didn't I? It happens. Alright, and then we'll need a chest. Alright, so I'm gonna make a barrel from Java. There we go. And then we'll use that in conjunction with everything else. We should have everything. Perfect. Alright, let's take a look in here while we're waiting for night and see what's going on. Alright, so cooking utensils, cutting board. I could make this, and that gives me a pot. So I need a mixing bowl, which is pretty easy. I actually have the bowls hanging around somewhere. Let's actually grab that too. And I think you just combine a stick with a bowl. No. I thought it was a stick and a bowl. Alright, let's type it in. It's been a little while. Mixing bowl. Ah! Take that back. I am a dummy. Alright, we didn't need a bowl. But it is in the shape of the bowl, so that's alright. Alright, so there's that. We need a cutting board. What is it? Pam's Harvest Craft Base. That looks kind of cool. Let's see. Iron ingot, stick, and piece of wood. I should have an iron ingot cooked already. Perfect. Stick. Piece of wood. Oh yeah, we got chisel too. Duh, we got chisel. Just, I totally forgot. My bad. And the last, mortar and pestle. For that, we need 3 pieces of stone. Now we do have this, so we can still make this through the night here. Let's put 2 in there, put 1 in there. That way we can distribute it a little bit better. How are we looking on time here? I think. Yep. All right. Good. Sun should be rising shortly. Good to see. All right. So what did we have to do again? And stick. Yeah, we got that. We got this. No problem. There we go. Now we actually can say we did a quest. Turn in and give us a pot. Cool. All right. So that unlocked stalking eyes. Take 1 bone gotten from those nasty bow-wielding skeletons, combine that with a pot and mixing bowl. End up with 3 stock. Good as emergency food, but it's also an ingredient as well. Alright, let's do that. Let me do that and that. Which one was it? Was it mixing bowl? Wait a minute. What's it called again? Stock? I think it took, yeah, it took 2 things. Okay, oh, and it took, it's actual bone. Okay, so a pot and a mixing bowl. Mixing bowl, pot. Be helpful if I actually grabbed a bone. Mixing bowl and pot. With a bone. Gives us stock. Perfect. Actually, going through another night is not a bad idea either, because now we'll have a good way of getting some more flesh, bone meal, you know, arrows, all that good stuff. So not a horrible thing. Can't believe this. I can't believe this. Spider eye soup. If you want to make it more nourishing, not more appealing, drop it into a pot with a spider eye. Disgusting, yes, but it'll keep you fed. All right, so a pot, stock. Oop, I gotta get some spider eyes. Thankfully, I have one. Spider eye soup. Not very appealing at all. Claim reward. I can't do it because I don't have any room left. Claim reward. There we go. Alright, so we got that all finished up over there. Now we're still working a little bit down here. So we still got some work left to do. Alright, let's kind of clean up the inventory. I'm going to try to do a little bit of cleaning up between episodes as well. But we need to get outside and set up this cobble gen once these fellas outside finish their whole burning in daylight. Ugh. That helped out a lot. Stupid skeletons. Oh, it's that zombie right there. That's not helpful at all. Come on, skeletons. I don't like the fact that there's a red creeper right there either. Okay, that's a fire creeper. Alright, let's get out the bow. This bow's gonna be breaking here in a minute. There it goes. Do I have... Oh good, I do have a little bit of string left. I'm going to make another bow. Because I still got some friends to deal with. You I'm not too worried about, but you I am. And I'm fairly certain... Stupid creeper. Creepers be creeping. And you I'm just going to go take care of too. Now I'm out of arrows. Do I have any more laying around in here? You know what? Let's grab it. And that would be it for that. Whoa! Whoa! Okay, we're good. I think for the most part we're good. That's a lot of loot out there. I see you, spider. No! Don't you even think about it. Alright, now I think you are the last friend that I have to worry about. Awesome! Good. I need to pick up all this goodness out here. Alright, let's clean up the inventory. Good, I don't feel so bad. I got some more bones. Alright, that should be good enough for now. Alright, minimap is clear. Happy to see that. Alright, good. Alright, I want to move water first. Actually, I don't. Alright, let's put cobblestone there. Let's grab a little bit of dust. Let's go ahead and pick up the lava, which is going to destroy our bucket, which is fine. And place our transfer node on top. That should start automatically gathering us up some cobblestone. Now I could run this transfer pipe over into the base. For now, I think I'm just going to go ahead and pop that guy right there. And that should start filling him up with cobblestone. Perfect. All right, cool. All right, I also want to cover that up. I don't want explosions and stuff happening there. But I think we're good to go. Awesome. No. No. So you can right-click on water and drink it. Definitely don't want to do that. All right, yeah, that's what I thought. It was empty. All right, but hey, look, we got a decent amount of stuff. I think what I'm going to do between episodes is probably come out here, mine up some more dust. That way I can get that going again. And probably might get some more gravel and set it up for some more automation and stuff like that going through the sieve over there. But I think that should about do it for today. I think we did pretty well. Thankfully survived through a night, which was really nice. Got us a little bit of food up and running. And I think, let's go ahead and take a look at our quest book before I finish and what I need to maybe look at doing next. So, melting leaves. What's this all about? Oddly enough, peckish. I'm getting a little hungry. Okay. Oddly enough, if you toss leaves into a crucible, they will melt down into a little bit. Really? No, I'm not sure how that works either. You don't get much, but it makes investing in shears early a good idea. All right, so I got a large amount of leaves. That might be a good idea. A task where a player can handle. So, are you saying if I take these leaves, toss this into this crucible out here? That's the one it's talking about, right? I imagine. What? It's making water. Okay, that's just nuts. Okay. You know what? That's cool. That's great. That'll work. That's fine. Really? All right. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and work on this really quick. I'm going to make a chest. And I know I got enough. Let's see. Copper, lead, all right, so I'm gonna go ahead and cook 2 pieces of lead, the copper, all right, and then tin. I already made tin. Okay, so I got the tin. Tin is in here. I am going to need the rest of my leaves. I'm going to need another piece of cobblestone, which I have. A stick. For a lever. There we go. Copper ingots. That should work. Alright, so first off, from thermal expansion, fluid ducts to pull the water out. And then next off, I want to make item ducts. That way I don't have to spend iron on a hopper. Alright, so I'm going to put that there. That should work. If I put a chest on top, grab my wrench, set that out that way. Lever there to activate that. Put that in there, and that should start sending leaves in there. It looks like it is. Perfect. Awesome. All right. I need to find a way to put some water down. Need to put water down. Something I can pump water into is a tank. I don't really want to use... Yeah, that's not... Oh, cool. I have to look at that later. But, I mean, I can use... I'll go ahead and do it this way. Portable tank. And then from here, if I use that, I don't know if that'll work. Let's find out. All right, well, there's water in there, but I think I'm gonna have to put this underneath here. There we go. Now it's filling up with water. Cool. So if I, can I right click on that? No. Alright, well, I'm going to have to do a little bit of looking between episodes, kind of mess around with some stuff, I guess. But I think that's going to about do it for today. Hey, we got water coming in. I think that's actually pure water, too, which is awesome. We got the cobble generator up and running. Already got 10 stacks of cobble. Perfect. I'll probably go ahead and cut this down between episodes, harvest some of this, get some more dust going. That way we can stay on track with everything. But that's going to about do it for today, guys. I want to say thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think. If you guys have any helpful tips, tricks, or comments, feel free to put them in the comment section down below. If you guys would rate the video, I would really appreciate it. And until next time, I'll see you guys then. Goodbye.